Hi guys, welcome back to Com Concepts Pro. Today we are going to learn one more concept related to data structures, which is hashing. Hashing is all about storing and retrieving the data efficiently. In this video we will learn different elements of hashing like hash functions, hash codes and hash tables. We will also see different hash functions which can be applied on our data like mid-square method, division method and folding method. Hashing is an efficient method to store and retrieve elements. It's exactly same as index page of a book. In index page, every topic is associated with a page number. If we want to look some topic, we can directly get the page number from the index. Likewise, in hashing, every value will be associated with a key. Using this key, we can point out the element directly. In all search techniques like linear search, binary search and search trees, the time required to search an element depends on the total number of elements in that data structure. Like as the number of elements are increased, the time required to search an element also increases, but not in hashing. There are two steps to carry out the hashing mechanism. The first step is we have to convert an element into an integer using some hash function. Then we have to store the actual element at an index position in the hash table. This index position is calculated with the help of integer we got in step 1. So before understanding the hashing mechanism, we have to understand the concept of hash function and hash table. A hash function is any function that can be used to map a data set of an arbitrary size to a data set of fixed size which falls into the hash table. In simple words, this hash function helps us to find out the index position in the hash table where we have to store our data. A hash table is just like a 2D array which maps a key into the data structure with the help of a hash function. There might be some confusions in your mind related to these different terminologies of hashing. So let's clear them. Firstly, the key. This is the actual data that we have to store in the hash table. Here, this key and this key are the same, and this is the hash table where our key will be stored at different indexes. So this is the actual data element that we have to store in the hash table. Then this key is processed with some kind of hash function to generate the hash value. This is the hash value. Hash values are also known as hash codes or just hash. These hash values are used as indexes of the hash table. So this same hash values are used here as the index values of these hash table. Now let's discuss what are the features of a good hash function. First, it should be easy to compute and must not become an algorithm in itself. That means it should be easy to calculate and implement. Second, it should provide a uniform distribution across the hash table and should not result in clustering. Lastly, collisions occur when pairs of elements are mapped to the same hash value. These should be avoided. So we will see collisions in much more detail in my next video. Now let's see some hash functions which are used to calculate the hash values or indexes of the hash table. First one is the division method. This is the most common and easiest of all the hash functions. The formula for division hash function is simply the key mod m. That is our integer key mod the number of slots available in the hash table, which are denoted by m. So as you can see here in the example, there are 10 slots available in the hash table starting from the index number 0 to 9. These slots are also known as buckets. So as per the example, if we have to find out the index position at which we have to store the key 79, so we'll do 79 mod 10, which will give us 9. So 79 will be stored at the index value 9. Next, the key is 68. So 68 mod 10 will give us 8. So 68 will be stored at the index position 8. Next is 82, which will give us the mod after doing 82 mod 10 will give us 2. So we have to store 82 at the index position 2 in our hash table. In the previous example that we saw, we had to find out the hash code from integer keys. But what if our keys are not integers? In that case, the possible solution would be to first convert the string key into integer and then apply the hash function to generate the hash code. Now, how to convert this string into integer? One fairly simple way could be to add up the ASCII values of all the characters and then apply hash function on the sum of these ASCII values. Like for example, in this example, we have to convert the word cat into the integer key. So we'll add up the ASCII values of all the characters. So ASCII value for small c is 99, for small a is 97 and small t is 116. So the sum came to 312. Now we'll apply this division method hash function to this key, this integer key 312, and then we'll get the hash code 4. And in this example, suppose the m is 11. There are 11 slots available in the hash table. So the hash code came to 4. So we can store 312 to the index value 4. The next hash function is mid-square method. In this method, first we will find out the square of our integer key and choose the middle 4 digits of our square as the hash code. To apply this hash function, our original key should be a bigger integer, say minimum of 4 digits. See this example. Our key is 9452 and after squaring it, the result is this. So we are choosing the middle 4 digits as the hash code. This method is useful especially when we have to store large amount of integer keys in a single hash table. The last hash function that we'll study is folding method. Here we will group the digits of our original key, say into groups of 2 digits or 3 digits. After that we'll find out the sum of these groups of digits and then we can apply our division method hash function on this sum to find out the hash code. For example, if we have to store some phone numbers in a hash table, suppose this is the example of phone number that we are talking about, then we'll group this phone number into groups of 2 digits. Then we'll find out the sum of all these groups, like 43 plus 65 plus 55 plus 46 plus 1, which will give us 210. Now we'll apply the division method hash function on this sum 210. Let's suppose our m is 11. That means there are 11 slots available in our hash table. So 210 mod 11 will give us 1. So this phone number will be stored at index position 1 in our hash table.